Today is the first day of celebration, which, as you know, is the biggest sale of the year for Stampin' Up. And so the mini catalog and the celebration catalog both went live today. So first of all, if you don't have a new mini catalog, okay, we're backwards again. Let me try something here. I can't switch you around now, huh? Oh, I don't want to do this. Nope. Let's not do that. We're just going to go backwards today because I don't know why it is backwards, but can you guys see that right? Let me look. Let me have my finger in your face, huh? I'm seeing it backwards. The new mini is out. And so if you do not have one, please let me know. And the celebration catalog is out. And now I can show you all the beautiful things inside that I couldn't show you before. So the celebration catalog is, if you place an order of $50, you get to pick something from this celebration catalog. Yeah, I know, Lisa, it's backwards. Let me try something. Did that fix it? No. Let's go that way. And now it's right. Okay, now we can see it right. All right. Well, let me see how I'm going to get back where I was. Okay. Hi, Cindy Hayes. Okay, so the celebration catalog is out. And if you don't have one, let me know. And so every $50 that you spend, you can get something free out of here. And then there is one that is in the back here. And it's the Berry Blessing stamp set. And this coordinates with one of the stamp sets. But the Berry Blessing stamp set and the paper are both part of this bundle, and it's a $100 bundle. It's the only one that is a $100 bundle, I believe. No, the Touch of Ink is also a $100 bundle. So it's a really nice stamp set. It's very interesting. I've been playing with it. Haven't done too much yet, but I will be. And then that each of these, let me tell you about this catalog though. So if you look at this catalog, this is your free paper here. Okay, this is the free item. All the rest of this is giving you either ideas, or when you see all of these other things in here, like the Happy Thoughts stamp set, that is not a free item. That they're telling you, these are things that you can get in order to make your $50. Okay, so that's what it is. So, that's what, in each page, there's, this one has the free paper, and then they're telling you on this one, they're telling you it coordinates with a stamp set, a bundle right down here. So that way you will know that if you place an order for that bundle, you're at $45, and then you will get another $5 and you get this paper free. So that's what they're telling you there. So celebration has started. And there's two other things I want to show you. One is these brushes. Let me grab one. I haven't even opened them yet. At least not this packet. I think I have another one open. So these brushes are just so soft. They are just like, I don't know, super soft. Brushing your teeth with them would do absolutely nothing. They're so soft. But they are for sponging. So you know how we don't like to get our hands all full of ink? We're going to the store when we're finished or something when we're done with our classes, and we don't want to get full of ink. This thing is great, and it has really good control. So those are one thing that's new. The other thing that's new is the new mini Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine is out. Put those down. And so I'm going to turn you down so that you can see this, and we'll just go from here. Let's turn you around, and I think that will get you. Okay, that should do it. All right, so this is the machine. It's very lightweight, so I mean, you can pick it up with your finger. It's very lightweight, and it does cut like 95% of our dies. It comes with the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss plates. So it comes with the small plates. You can see I have used mine quite a bit already. And it comes with, this is an embossing plate right here. There's two embossing plates. One is for our 3D, and it tells you on here what it's for. It says using the 3D embossing folders. So that one's for the 3D. This one is for our standard embossing folders. So those are the thinner ones. And then this is the bottom plate. Had all my plates upside down. This is your bottom plate that you're going to use with your dies. So if you're putting it in, this is, you know that big thick plate we have on the Big Shot, or on the what is it called? Help me out here. The regular machine, the bigger machine. Okay, so this is not, or the Big Shot has a big thick plate. This is it here. And then this is, you're going to put plate number 2, and it tells you on here what to use. Okay, plate number 2. I pulled out a die, so we could just go, I could go ahead and cut that. Now, when you put your plates on here, you do not want them even. That is the secret to them being able to go through correctly. So what I would do is pull this one back this way a little bit, and put this one in so that it hangs over that way a little bit. Okay, so my plates are offset, as you can see. And then it allows the give to be able to go through. And you just want to hold it down and run it through. And really simple, just like that. Okay, we're going to emboss too. So I have an embossing folder. So this will not take our standard embossing folders, the big, the wide ones, because you've only got a few inches here. I think it's 3 inches. So this is this is greenery. This is one of our current folders. So I'm going to take this out. This is a thin folder, so I'm going to use the standard plate, not the 3D plate. I am going to use the platform, then the embossing folder with the paper, and then plate number 3. And just, I think on this, I'm going to stagger those as well, just so that I don't have a problem with it going through. So staggering the plates is really the key to it. It makes a huge difference. So there it is, and it embossed that beautifully. Very pretty. I'm sorry, we are going to be interrupted. My husband's doctor is on the phone. And I am going to be interrupted. What time is she saying?
Dr. Fenton's office.
What time? I'm on video. What time is she saying?
Okay, what times do you have?
I have Thursday, January 14th at 2:30.
Perfect. Okay, perfect.
She said, okay, that's perfect.
That's perfect.
So
Okay,
we got
I'm
that.
gonna book that then, and I'll send you a
He has
reminder.
needs a doctor's appointment. Okay, so okay, so that is the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Stampin' Cut. Yeah, Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. That's the mini. And it just closes up, and there it is, just like that. I really am getting, so I like it. Lynette, I know you have one. You finally convinced me that it's okay. So, yeah. So, let's put these away. Okay, so what I want to show you today is every week for the next 8 or 9 weeks, I am going to be featuring one of the stamps that are stamp sets, or one of the products, how about that? One of the products that are in the Sale-A-Bation catalog. So today we are going to do the donkeys. I'm going to do the donkeys. You're going to get to watch. So I'm going to start with my paper trimmer. So these are the darling donkeys, and it says, "Hee haw, you're the best. Hey there, friend, it's your birthday." And it's just, they only have the stamps. So, but they are cute, they're adorable. And I've seen so many cute things online with them. It's just amazing that what people come up with. So today we're gonna make an easel card. So I'm gonna cut this at 5 1/2. And then I'm going to score. For some reason, I think I just did this wrong. I did. Okay, so it should be 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. We're going to make it work. Okay, let me grab my card. No. Let's measure this. There we go. 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. Okay. This is not the most thrifty way to do this, because I just ruined a whole piece of paper for a 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. But it's okay. And then I'm going to cut this at, I'm going to score it at 2 1/8. And 4 1/4. Okay. All right, now that should be 4 1/4, should be half of it, right? Exactly, perfect. Okay, we can get rid of this for now. Okay, and then I guess you guys would like to see what I'm making, huh? So this is the card that I'm making. This cute little donkey. Well, I'm sort of making this card. I'm sort of changing this card. So that is the card. And it's an easel card. Really simple. And that's what we're doing. So I use the paper from Flower and Field. Grab that. These are the papers from Flower and Field. This is a free designer series paper. It's in the Sale-A-Bation catalog, and it's gorgeous. I love the black, the bright colors on the black. And then if you turn it over, it has a really good basic foundation set of colors and designs. So they'll be really good to use in many places. And then I also used the True Love. Now the True Love is not free. That is a package that you'll have to buy. But if you were shooting for $50 to get the donkey free, you would get the True Love. You'd need $100 to get the donkey and the Field of Flowers, the Flower and Field designer paper. But this is the back of the donkey. I mean the back of the True Love, and it is so pretty. I love it. It's such a good set of basic black and whites. So, and then the front has these flowers which you could color very easily. These are going to be great, or sponge them, or use our little brush on them. So, I started out with this, and I'm going to fold that over and just crease it really good. And then I'm going to put that aside, and I'm going to start working with this. So this is 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. It is the same size as the standard front of a card, because I wanted it to cover the entire front of my white card. And I'm going to, I cut a piece of 5 1/4 by 2 3/4 inch from the Field of Flowers. Okay, let's make this thing run. And I've gotten, so I really like this adhesive, although this one's giving me problems. I just opened it, so it's been laying in the cupboard sleeping. It's kind of lazy. So this is going to go right onto here. And then I'm going to take my little strip from True Love, and I cut the black and white triangles, stars. They almost look like stars. And just going to attach that down here. Kind of want my sides to come together if possible, and I want them to not have a big gap in them. And it's okay if it does, because I'm going to cover that up with a piece of the double stitched satin ribbon in real red. Now, when you do this, if you move this, or if you decide you're going to do your ribbon high, your paper higher, then you're going to have to keep in mind that the place where it meets, you cannot go higher than 2 1/8 in here, or else it'll show. Ribbon scissors. Turn that off. Okay, now I'm going to go back to this, and I am going to attach this to here, but I'm going to put my adhesive on this part, because then I know that my paper's not even. Okay. So then I know that this is the one I cut, isn't it? I know that it's going to be in the right place by attaching the glue to this instead. And you see I even came up a little too high here when I was putting my ribbon on. So you don't want anything in there because it's going to make it stick. Okay, got it. Okay, so then I have my darling little donkey, and I'm going to stamp him in Memento ink on a Whisper White circle cut with the stitched shapes dies. And I'm just going to put him right there on that circle. And then I have a word stamp here that says, "Hey there, friend." And I'm just going to stamp that right in here where my little donkey is next to him. Okay, and then I am going to color him with Smoky Slate, real red. So I did his little body with Smoky Slate, and his nose with Petal Pink, his flowers real red. So, and then I'm going to attach that to my scalloped circle, which I cut using the layering circle dies. And we're just going to attach him right on the front of there. I'm going to use dimensionals to put him on. And just a couple on the bottom and a couple on the top. And they weren't on the top. They're on the side. It's okay. I'm going to put one in the middle just to make sure that he doesn't sag. I want a saggy donkey. Okay, and I'm just going to attach him right in there. It looks like he picked the flower out of the field. And then I'm just going to tie a bow and attach that to the right hand side. Hi, Miss Mary Bach. I haven't seen you in ages. I hope you guys are doing well. Okay, and then a glue dot. And I'm just going to attach that. Now I like to stick a little glue dot underneath where I've attached my bow, just because those bows can be a little heavy, and that's just going to reinforce it. So I put it underneath the ribbon where I attached my bow. Okay, now when our card opens up, we have a problem. It's not going to stay open. So I have piece of Whisper White that is 1/2 by 2 inches, and a piece of Real Red that is 5/8 by 2 1/8. And so I'm just going to stamp my greeting here. It's your birthday. See if I can do this without getting my head in the way. And then I'm going to instead of I want to cut the ends off of this. So I'm going to move this all the way to the right. Okay, so I'm moving it all the way to the right, and I'm going to cut it at an angle. Whatever angle I choose for this end, I use the same angle on the other end, but I'm going to move this paper all the way down to the other end and then cut it off. And that's really a simple way to do it. You don't need a punch, you don't need anything to do this. So it's kind of nice that way. And I'm just going to center it on that piece of Real Red that I cut. And then I'm going to put 2 dimensionals, so you need the dimensionals to hold it up off the card base. And this way you could write a little note. The person could put it on their desk and display it, and the note could be above where you put this. And then I'm just going to move this up, stick it in about the center, a little bit lower than the center. Put it on there and just test it to see if my card sits straight, and then press it down. And that's it. Really simple, but a cute little card, guys. So, tell me what you think. If you make one using the same technique, please post it online. I'm going to switch you back down here so I can finish up with you. So, I hope you've enjoyed this today. Thank you, Lynette. Yeah, so if you make one using this technique, I would love to see what you do. You can post it here on Stamp with Deb on Facebook. And I think that's all I have for you today. I hope you've enjoyed this, and thank you so much for joining me. I'm so glad that you guys joined me today. I would hate to sit here by myself. No, really I wouldn't. I would just use the video for something else. So, yeah. So I will see you next Tuesday on Show and Tell Tuesday. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.